I swear on God, I would have refused. I would have said, "नहीं sir, आप निकालो sir, मैं नहीं निकाल पाऊँ." I'm not going to. You tear my shirt maybe a little bit here. I'm not going to. I will not remove. I have another role which is very huge. I still have no idea. Probably we are looking into contacting a person like John Abraham for that. I am done with Makhi, to tell you the fact, because I'll tell you there's no extension to my story. Big Boss needs Salman Khan. And those 5 weeks without Salman Khan is going to be bizarre.
When a film like Saira doesn't do the numbers which is expected, it did really well, but it didn't do the numbers that it was expected. Does it affect you in any way at this stage and point of your career?
So blaming and looking into that it didn't get a due is wrong. As far as Saira is concerned now, it had a cultural problem. What I'm trying to say is it was a biopic of somebody coming from South. And when you do a biopic, there's very little fancies. Fantasies are not there. You don't fantasize. You need to capture what is real and probably elaborate it on that. But a Bahubali was a total fantasy. The country, the city, the songs, everything elaborated. So people anywhere could watch it like a Walt Disney movie. It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
A biopic has got truth to it. I personally feel this is what I learned out of that. So next time you want to do a pan-India, you have to fantasize certain things. Not have any cultural issues coming in between. Like, okay, belongs to that, that belongs to this. You know, I guess that's what it is. Now, as far as the Bahubali is concerned, I think it was huge everywhere, and I don't know the figures it did up north, but then that was a fantasy film. So, and Rajamouli is very intelligent man. See, he didn't have a good release with Makhi, but he didn't do the same mistake with Bahubali. He's a fast learner. He's a fast learner. He is what he is because of that. He accepts, he learns, and he moves on, and he delivers. So yeah, he came here, he studied the market, he went exactly to the way it was required, and he did it.
But is there a plan of putting Makhi 2 in place? There were talks about that happening.
I am done with Makhi, to tell you the fact, because I'll tell you there's no extension to my story. There may be a part 2 which has got nothing to do with our story. In my part, Makhi also died, even I died. Now secondly, whatever I do, again a Makhi and again me, is a repetition.
Yeah.
It is not Rocky 1, Rocky 2 or a Terminator 1, Terminator 2, or it is not even something else like a Krish 1 and Krish 2.
Yeah.
This is Makhi. It's done. Maybe somebody else should do it. Another story. It'll do well.
True.
Being ambitious about it, and what will I do? I have to do the same thing again. Maybe a little more different acting and things, and again imagining a fly and things. See, it is very repetitive. For me as an actor also, it may not excite. Somebody else should do it.
You're planning your next directorial, if I'm not wrong?
We are planning one film which is a fantasy, which is a true incidents taken from the history. We have blended it into some things, and as I told you, this is what we have learned. Don't try to tell a biopic. People need to connect. We need to create certain things, so we are doing that on that.
So you're acting in it, and there'll be an ensemble cast like from Bollywood and from South?
I have a character, I have another role which is very huge. I still have no idea. Probably we are looking into contacting a person like John Abraham for that, who fits in like madness. The day I started writing it, I started seeing him in it. So this is the first ever time I'm admitting on this thing that probably, once we go narrate to him, maybe he likes it, and it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing, and I find him as a great personality on screen. He looks humongous, and some of the roles, I think his silence speaks for him.
Yeah.
There's things, that works for us. So probably that way, not to do anything with the Hindi market.
Yeah.
It is not because I want him for the Hindi market or something, but as a character, I think as an actor, he suits that best.
I'm sure you also know that it was Salman sir who wanted you as the villain. He's one person who likes working with people who he really likes. Like, he likes to keep them closer to him. This was, of course, a great experience for the two of you. And I remember talking to him and showing him the video that we had done last time, where you had spoken that length about him, and he had spoken really fondly about you. So my point is that, is there a plan to do something apart from Dabangg 3 as well?
He's a man who doesn't plan. That is where authority comes, where the other person is giving you the liberty.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Salman sir is somebody who will pick up the call and he'll tell me, Siddhi, where are you? I want you to do. Because he believes that, he has got that over our lives. We have given that. If there's something pops up, I will come. Yeah. I will listen to him. There's always something, it's, again, got nothing to do with how good I have to do in life because of this. I have got nothing to do. Life has offered me a lot. But Dabangg got me people, got me another family for me in Mumbai. That makes me the richest. I mean, like, I always tell people, and I'm the highest paid of Dabangg 3. Because I got what even Salman Khan sir didn't get. I got their family themselves. You know, there's a place I walk into today. There's so much of love, so much of, not one moment in Dabangg I felt redeemed, demeaned, ridiculed. But somewhere, I wasn't taken for granted, sir.
Yeah.
That I've agreed now he has to do. No, Salman Khan personally, sir, always took personal care of what I'm speaking. And another thing is, he doesn't show that. He would have done it from behind scenes. Some of the times we get to know. And he has written dialogues for me. He's taken care. He said, no, Sudeep should say, he should do this, he should do that. And in the climax fight, if you say, it is definitely not that Chulbul has an authority over it. We fight like animals. Of course, he finishes it in style. But then we both are fighting like each one is hitting each other. That's how we have fought, and it looks like that on screen. It's huge.
But how difficult was it to do that shirtless scene? You had told me that it was difficult to kick him in one of the scenes. But how difficult was it to do that scene, because it has to look cinematic, and we've seen glimpses of it?
I didn't find it difficult at all because I accepted it. One, I was looking in shape. Second, give me another 6 months, I won't look like him. He's like that, and he's really worked very hard for this film, right? At least now. He was always in good shape, but then probably a Sultan and something, you know, he was there.
Yeah.
A Bharat, probably to put on weight for that old character. But he worked. Today, if you see Radhe, he's looking fabulous, much better than Dabangg. He's looking younger, fitter because of Dabangg. In Radhe, he's looking much younger and fitter. So Dabangg, by the time he removed the shirt, he was much different to how he was when Dabangg started.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'll get near him. I accepted it and I opened it up. I said, chalo hai. This is the best I can do. But thanks to Pahalwan, that I had got into shape and I was confident to remove. I swear on God, I would have refused. I would have said, nahi sir, aap nikalo sir, main nahi nikal paunga. I'm not going to. You tear my shirt maybe a little bit here. I'm not going to. I will not remove. But it was okay. Finally, but there's a shot where there's some dust which you saw in the trailer. Yeah. That was my favorite. I went and told him, sir, you're looking fabulous now. And he looks like that.
One more thing, talking about his TV debut, one more thing that connects both of you is Bigg Boss.
Oh, I don't know
how do you handle such mad bunch of idiots, both of you? Do you lose patience at times handling them?
No, I think, see, it's a mindset. The moment you're going, you know what it is. I don't think, I handle it. I handle anything. There's nothing that we can't handle. It's just about not unnecessarily being biased or losing the cool. It's okay. We can always do it.
But do you lose your cool sometimes when you see something? Like even in the Hindi and the Kannada version?
I have certain times when in front of me somebody hit somebody. That was one time. And secondly, when equities are given, everybody's talking and suddenly one person decides to talk in between somebody.
Yeah.
That's not fair, because when you were talking, they were listening.
Yeah.
Irrespective to what nonsense you were telling about them. But when they started, when I gave them the opportunity to speak, suddenly this piece, blah, 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 that doesn't work. That is disrespecting the contestant, disrespecting Bigg Boss, disrespecting me.
That's true. But this time it has been extended. The Hindi version has been extended for 5 weeks, and nobody knows who's hosting the next 5 weeks because he's of course busy with his shoot. I don't think he's going to do it. Given a chance, will you come and host the Hindi version? We can put it out in the universe that they should come and ask you to host it.
I don't mind at all, sir, but I think, let me tell you, Bigg Boss should be hosted by somebody who's got an authority. It has got nothing to do with the host.
Yeah.
You may be the best anchor. Bigg Boss works on aura.
That's true.
Bigg Boss works on respect. The people sitting inside should respect you. There has to be a fear factor. And Salman sir is the only man who can stand there and do this.
But even you are doing it.
Yes, that is what I am there. That is what I can do there. Me coming and hosting Bigg Boss over here, definitely not going to work. Because those people don't know me. And I'm going to be an anchor. Sitting over there and, anchor's job is to make it good.
Yeah.
It's a huge responsibility to keep the energy going, and that's an anchor.
Yeah.
But an anchor cannot run Bigg Boss. Big Boss needs Salman Khan. And those 5 weeks without Salman Khan is going to be bizarre. You can't control. See, what works in a Big Boss, those people should respect you.
Yeah.
You should command respect. Standing in that place, you should command respect, not demand. And if you can't command, that is not the place, because I'll tell you, you will get humiliated.
Yeah.
The people inside are frustrated. If they talk back to you in a bad way, you're done. So what happens, only he can handle that part. It's better he handles it.
But thank you for doing this. I hope to see you more in Hindi films as well, because I think for every Salman Khan we do need a Sudeep standing right opposite him. Otherwise it will not look believable. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good time. Hi, this is Kicha Sudeepa here, and you're watching Pink Villa. Please do like and subscribe.